What's up, everybody, and welcome to my Turning Point 2013 review as we come live back to Orlando, Florida in the Impact Zone tonight for TNA, or supposedly the Impact Zone in Orlando, Florida, Universal Studios, as pretty much Turning Point kicked off as they were going backstage with Samoa Joe, and pretty much Dixie Carter was coming to make a ring entrance until she told Joe, saying, like, you make that statement again, you're going to be wrestling third world countries just like AJ Styles. And then she came out, she talked about, yeah, she's back in Orlando and how it used to start here and how she's made it big here until James Storm came out, seeing what she was going to do with that with the whole Bobby Roode thing, as that whole Impact 365 thing showed. Bobby Roode attacking James Storm in a bar, beating him up, and Storm wanted payback from him last night. And he didn't want a bull rope match. He thought he'd have chairs, ladders, and everything. He wanted a Florida death match, he says. But Dixie wouldn't give it to him and everything. That's not happening, and he needed to watch his tone and stuff. And pretty much talk about the whole Will of Dixie and everything. And how about this? He can make the cops go away if you give him the match. So she pretty much gave him the Florida Death match then with James Storm and Bobby Roode tonight. And kicking off the first match of the night, Samoa Joe versus Magnus in a Falls Count Anywhere match. Pretty much just the match went on with Joe and Magnus. Joe was just pretty much it was a good match, I'll say that, but the ending sucked. Of how Joe pretty much took that worst, very bad chair bump, and then Magnus picking up the win. It was somewhat of a garbage match in a way also. So, yeah, really somewhat idiotic way for the first match to happen other than the promos. That was kind of good for the show. So, yeah. Bad Influence came out to watch this whole Abyss versus Joseph Park thing. As Park came out talking about Abyss is going to be here and everything. And they called out Abyss, but he never came. And pretty much Christopher Daniels got in the ring saying, like, you pretty much bad name professional wrestling. How guys in the back have to bust their ass to get where they are today. And pretty much saying, like, you're a disgrace and everything. And let's see Abyss happen. So they pretty much poured a bucket of blood on him then. And they pretty much poured a bucket of blood on him and stuff. And pretty much, well, Joseph Parks was supposedly supposed to turn to Abyss, I guess. And pretty much Daniel says, get the hell out of his ring. You're a disgrace. You're nothing. Why the hell are you here? Get out here. You only here to look for Abyss, and that never happened. And you're not Abyss because it's not your mind. And he thought the blood was going to do it. He pretty much kicked the hell out, kicked Joseph Parks' ass out of the building and told him to get the hell out. Getting rid of him and stuff. So, yeah. Gail Kim went against Candice LeRae. Pretty much Gail Kim won't eat defeat, so yeah, whatever this whole thing is going, whatever. Pretty much promos in the back for the old Ken Anderson versus Bully Ray match. Pretty much Anderson, he's gonna end Aces and Eights tonight and kick Bully Ray's ass all over the ring tonight. Gunner was talking to Star in the back, said you need his help, just call him and everything. Somehow they wanted to do, because it's going to be a lot of weapons and stuff in this match, as they kicked off this whole Florida Death match thing with a Storm and Roode, which is a really good match until it got to the finish. Very brutal match. A lot of weapons really was involved. Trash cans, cookie sheets, kendo sticks. Until the barbed wire came out and Bobby Roode was going to hit him, pretty much slam him over it. But Gunner came in and threw in the towel and stuff, pretty much having Bobby Roode win the match automatically. And pretty much as he won the match, then Bobby Roode, pretty much Gunner and Storm started arguing, but it was a very bad finish to why was a towel thrown in. I thought this match was just going to go on its own instead of a run-in or something, or some type of well, not disqualification, but some type of a run-in, but Bobby Roode advanced on to the tournament. Sam Shaw was being interviewed by Christy Hemme, or Samuel Shaw as he be called. Pretty much showing his artwork and drawings, and she gave him his number, and then I don't know what he went to write some on a notepad down after she gave him his number. I don't know. Sam Shaw, was it? I think he was that boomstick guy or something. I wasn't sure. So whatever he was in TNA, I thought he was going around talking about hitting people with boomsticks and stuff as a clothesline. I'm not sure if that's the guy or not, but whatever. Since he's supposed to be the up and coming star. Pretty much Ethan Carter III brought in those other two guys though. Hell, what the hell those names were? I think it was Funham and something. Funham and Barnes. Pretty much saying I flew you two now to show some real competition. And Ethan Carter III went against Shark Boy. Shark Boy, give me a shell, yeah. The Stone Cold Steve Austin of TNA, wannabe or something. Shark Boy pretty much went against Ethan Carter III. He beat Shark Boy with Dean Ambrose's finisher and won the match. I thought he was gonna go for the chummer Shark Boy or the stunner or the chummer. Bully Ray went against Ken Anderson in a no disqualification match. Pretty much people from the locker room. Well, all the locker room. It was like 5 guys that really came out there. I could have sworn I saw a bad influence out there. Some of the roster of TNA, but the camera was off them, only on the other guys. I guess Magnus, Joe, Kurt Angle, and Gunner. Most of the Mafia. I don't know the other guys. I thought Sting would have came out there. Pretty much as the match went on with Anderson and Bully Ray, there was interference pretty much. Mike Knox tried to get involved, but Anderson took him out, hit him with a power driver, and then taking his cut then. And pretty much as the match went on, Bully Ray was able to spear Anderson through a table and stuff. And Brooke went to get the hammer from Taz, but when she threw the hammer in, Anderson caught it and pretty much hit Bully Ray with the hammer. Hit the mic check on. Hit the mic check on Bully Ray, 1, 2, 3, and it was finally over after 18 long months of this group that didn't make much sense. Aces and Eights is over, and pretty much half the roster made Taz take off his cut, and pretty much Anderson took all the cuts in the ring, and pretty much TNA kind of celebrated now since they have finally gotten rid of Aces and Eights, and Aces and Eights is over now in TNA. So, and they kind of pretty much said next week will be the funeral of Aces and Eights, and also we got an 8-man tag next week, I believe, with Team Roode versus Team Angle, as next week will be the Thanksgiving edition of TNA Impact Wrestling. So let's all watch out next week for that on Impact Wrestling next week. And it's of course Black Friday is coming up, so watch out for that also. But once again, you know, it's me, the HOOD, coming here with the news and reviews. You know what I am, you know what I do. Keep watching this show, you never know what's going to happen next. You are here, we are now done with this review today, and I am now done with Turning Point of TNA. It's a joint, it's Turning Point 2013, and this review is over. I will see you guys later, and keep watching the show for live reactions and reviews, and you never know what's gonna happen next. So I am out of here. Peace!